Football fans will agree that the FIFA World Cup 2022 is one of the most anticipated sporting events. But what has drawn more attention to this year's FIFA World Cup is that for the first time, an Arab country, Qatar, will be hosting the biggest football event in the world. The 2022 Qatar World Cup tournament is set to attract more than 1 million football fans from around the world. But as a tourist coming from a different country, Qatar may do things and have rules that are unique to them. So to help you get prepared for this anticipated sporting event, we will share in this video things to know before traveling to Qatar for the 2022 World Cup. So if you are one of the millions of fans gearing up for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, you've come to the right place. Just sit back and relax as we share what you need to know before traveling to Qatar. Documents. Before we go into all the fun things you can do in Qatar, you need to know about the documents you would need, as it would allow you to enjoy certain benefits. There are two important documents that one needs, and they are a Hayya card and visa. A Hayya card has two functions. It serves as both a fan ID card and an entry permit to Qatar for travelers who plan to travel to the country before November 1st. However, you will have to carry the Hayya card along with your match ticket in order to enter the stadium. The authorities in Qatar have stated that all internationals who plan to travel to Qatar for the World Cup must hold a Hayya card before entering the country. Aside from being a fan ID that grants access to the stadium, the Hayya card will also provide free public transport access in Qatar, including the metro and bus on days when matches are being held. The Hayya card is compulsory for both international and resident visitors. Also, since Q22 is one of the biggest events after the pandemic, you definitely want to know about the COVID-19 rules and regulations. For fans planning to watch a match at FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, you will require a negative COVID test to enter the country. And this rule applies to everyone, whether they've been vaccinated or not. Currently, travelers are required to present a negative test result of the coronavirus PCR test that is not older than 48 hours before they enter the country. It is necessary for all adults to have a double vaccination certificate too. However, children below 12 years do not need to be vaccinated but are required to take a rapid antigen test at a certified clinic within a day of arrival. Meanwhile, the quarantine requirement for internationals only applies to those who have not completed their immunization process against the coronavirus and are required to self-isolate for 5 days in a designated hotel. Where to stay? If you are settled with the necessary documents needed, then the next thing you need to know about are the best hotels to stay that offer easy access to football matches. The Qatar FIFA World Cup 2022 has been slated to hold from November 20th to December 18th, and the venue for Q22 is divided into 8 stadiums across 5 cities. And you would want a hotel that would not only suit your needs, but offer easy access to the 8 stadiums being used. Interestingly, Qatar has hotel packages to suit every need. As one of the most tourist-friendly places in the world, Qatar offers various options from luxury accommodations to budget-friendly hotels. The Al Sultan Beach Resort is a spacious hotel with gracious features that is nearest to the Al Bayt Stadium. Time Reiko Hotel is an elegantly furnished service apartment that is nearest to the Al Janoub Stadium. If your favorite team will be playing at the Al Rayyan Stadium or the Khalifa International Stadium, then you can book cheap hotel apartments at the Al Rayyan Hotel in Doha. St. Regis Hotel is another hotel close to the Lusail Stadium, and it offers the perfect spot for the ultimate World Cup experience. The Gulf Pearls Hotel apartments are closest to the Al Thumama Stadium with attractive features such as a great view, restaurant, and rooftop swimming pool. The Movenpick Hotel in Doha is closest to Stadium 974, and it is an excellent choice that offers fantastic features. Hotels such as the Curve Hotel, Centro Capital Doha, and 4 Points by Sheraton are accommodations that give value for your money, and the best part about them is that they are well connected and not far from all 8 stadiums. 5 cities that are hosting the Q22 matches are Lusail, Al Khor, Al Wakra, Al Rayyan, and Doha. Interestingly, all the stadiums are located within a 55-kilometer radius of Qatar's capital city of Doha, which makes it easy for fans to travel from game to city. Where to eat? After you've settled on where to stay, the next thing you need to know is where to eat. Qatar is known for its delicious delicacies that will suit your taste buds. It has its local foods such as matbous, luqaimat, gouzi, and tharid that you can try out in the Qatars Cultural Village if you want to try some authentic Qatari cuisine. You can also visit Boho Social to enjoy a multi-sensory culinary experience with dishes from America, Asia, and Southern Europe. Tourists and football fans can also visit IDAM by Alain Ducasse to get a taste of some delicious contemporary French Mediterranean cuisine that comes with an Arabic twist. Also, try out the Marmara Istanbul restaurant and Biryani Corner, which are two ideal places to enjoy probably the best biryani one can have. There's also the Bharat Vasanta Bhawan that offers South Indian delicacies if you're a vegetarian or just love that cuisine. Qatars Culture. Qataris are well known for their hospitality, and they are always eager to welcome foreigners. But as an Islamic state, Qatar has some unique cultures and rules that internationals must abide by. There are certain behaviors that are not accepted in Qatar. For instance, the tourism body frown upon public display of affection. Qatari ladies are not to shake hands with men, and many men are not to shake hands with the lady as a gesture of respect. So for tourists and football fans, this means no hugging, kissing, or anything physical in public with the opposite sex. Tourists are also expected to dress modestly as Qatar has a dress code. Both men and women are to avoid wearing revealing clothes in public. As such, Qatar Tourism Authority recommends that men and women should ensure that their shoulders and knees are covered. Also, same-sex relationships are illegal in Qatar. There are also a few gestures to avoid using in the Arab country, as a number of physical gestures are considered offensive and can result in a fine or even worse. Do not do the thumbs up sign, as it is considered rude and similar to giving the middle finger. Do not cross your legs, especially when sitting in front of someone older, and do not use one finger to gesture or call someone over. Instead, use the palm of your hand. Qatar also has unique rules and laws to follow when it comes to drinking alcohol. The legal age to consume alcohol in Qatar is 21, and fans can buy alcohol in licensed bars and restaurants. Interestingly, the Qatar government recently relaxed some of its restrictions on the purchase of licensed beverages for the duration of the World Cup, stating that beer will be available to football fans after 6:30 p.m. in fan zones and before and after matches in the 8 stadium compounds. Although alcohol is not part of Qatari culture and may not be available everywhere, it will be available in designated areas. However, it is against the law in Qatar to drink and be drunk in public, as the penalty could include a prison sentence or deportation. Also, smoking cigarettes is legal in Qatar. However, it is prohibited in all public spaces, as offenders can be subject to fines. Activities and cultural spots to check out. Aside from hosting the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Qatar offers several cultural attractions that you have to check out before leaving the country. Its main cultural heritage is the stunning new National Museum that tells the Qatar story from prehistory to untold wealth from oil. The National Museum boasts a key exhibit from the 18th century, the Baroda carpet, which is embroidered with gems. There's also the Shareb Museum, which displays classic Qatari architecture and traditional Qatari life. The Qatars Cultural Village offers a more cultural perspective with mosques, an amphitheater, many shops, and art galleries. There is also a sand dune safari outside Doha that is worth visiting for adventurers. You can also visit the Souk Waqif market, which offers fabrics, spices, sweets, and souvenirs that are perfect for tourists who want to enjoy the traditional feel of the markets. Qatar also boasts the mangroves of Al Takira, which features a rich bird life. And to enjoy an immersive experience, you can rent a kayak to soak in this green oasis. With over 2 million tickets sold for the FIFA World Cup, no doubt Qatar will be bustling with more life during this sporting event. And you can enjoy every aspect to the fullest now that you have been armed with things to know before traveling for the 2022 World Cup. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. Of course, there are more things to know before traveling to Qatar, so feel free to share with us in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you found it useful and hit the subscribe button so you never miss an upload. Thank you for watching.